Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Back to Live podcast version, and I'm sorry this time I'm doing my houseworks while recording this podcast or this episode. And this time, what I'd like to talk about is that what is necessary is what is necessary when having sexual intercourse is sexual technique, not the curvy girls or curvy women. I mean, the main at first of all, the main target of this episode is not main target is men or boys. But if you're women or if you're girls, I recommend you're listening to this episode, because what I'm going to talk about later is related to your ordinary lives or your daily lives. And first of all, let me confirm, what is important or important stuff when it comes to having sexual intercourse with your own partners. For example, for example, I use the cases of men having sexual intercourses with women or ladies, which means in most cases or in many cases, men like curvy girls or curvy ladies. And what is important in such a situation is that those men would like to have sexual intercourses with those curvy ladies or curvy girls. So to start with, curvy ladies or curvy girls means women having, for example, huge breasts and thin waist and huge hips or huge buttocks. So such women are called curvy women, which is a definition of curvy women. And men like curvy girls or curvy women. But what is important when it comes to having sexual intercourses with those curvy girls or curvy women. Men should choose, or boys should choose those women or those types of girls or ladies having high sexual skills or high sexual techniques, which means if you choose, for example, in the case of men, and if you are men or if you are boys, if you choose a partner having, for example, low sexual skills, or if you choose to have sex with some, for example, girls having bad skills, or if those girls are bad at having sexual intercourses, your sexual experience or the sexual intercourses with those girls aren't that good, because those girls are really bad at, or those girls are not skilled with sexual intercourses, which is why if you are in the case of boys or men, you can't enjoy those sexual intercourses, because those female partners are not skilled or bad at sexual intercourses. So what is important in enjoying sexual intercourses is that you have to, if you are men or if you are boys, you have to choose girls or ladies having high skills or high techniques of sexual intercourses. And in the case of in the case of men and boys, you should, if you are men or if you are boys, you should choose choose girls or ladies who are skilled with, or who are really good at having sexual intercourses or having sex with boys and men, so that you can enjoy sexual intercourses and so six plays. And this is the case to ordinary businesses. I don't know how to call such a things. For anything is fine. Whatever occupation you have, any occupation is fine, because what I'm going to tell you is almost correct in almost all the cases. So when working, what you have to focus is a purpose, or the purpose of your works, which means if you got some marks from your own boss, for example. So what you have to focus on is the purposes, which means what you have to focus on, or what you have to be concerned about is what you have to accomplish. Does which make sense? So this is a case to having sexual intercourses. But this is applicable. Well, this is a case. This is a case to having sexual intercourses, or enjoying sexual intercourses with girls and ladies, because what you have to accomplish is to enjoy sexual intercourses, which means what the partners you have to choose are not curvy women or curvy girls, but the partners you have to choose are those women or those ladies having high skills of sexual intercourses. You don't have to choose. Well, in some cases you cannot choose girls or ladies who are really bad at sexual intercourses, or who don't have high skills of sexual intercourses. So to enjoy sexual intercourses, or to enjoy sexes, those you have to choose are girls or women having high skills of sexual intercourses, or high techniques of sexual intercourses. So of course this is a case to women or ladies who would like to enjoy sexual intercourses, or who would like to make a happy experience of sexual intercourses with men. So in the case of ladies, or in the case of women, what you have, if you are women or if you are girls, you have to choose. You have to choose, those men or those boys or those gentlemen having high sexual techniques, or high sexual intercourse, high sexual skills of sexual intercourses. So this is important when it comes to why I'm telling you this is that what is important when working is to focus on the purposes. So when enjoying sexual intercourses, what is the purpose of sexual intercourse is to enjoy. To enjoy is the purpose you have to accomplish. So to enjoy, what you have to, or the partners you have to choose have to have high skills of sexual intercourses, or high sexual techniques. So in this episode, what I'd like to tell you is that you need to focus on the purposes when working, which means when enjoying. If you'd like to enjoy sexual intercourses, you have to focus on the purposes, and the purpose is to choose those partners having high sexual skills, or who are the partners who are skilled in sexual intercourses. That's it. This is what I'd like to tell you. And thank you very much for your listening. And I'm sorry for the noises or sounds I made by doing my own houseworks. See you.